Hi guys, Coach Cyril here, Strong Together Fitness, Chelsea, Michigan. It is a beautiful day here in Chelsea, even though it thinks it's still winter because it's snowing quite profusely out, but that's okay. Snow is nice, and it'll make the spring that's on its way even that much nicer. Hope you guys are all doing well. Hope you guys are all safe, healthy, happy. Please use this challenging time to get better and not worse, okay? We have two choices during times like this. We can wallow in self-pity and think how crappy everything is and it's not the same anymore, or we can dig deep and focus on things we need to focus on to be better humans, all right? If you do that, you're going to remember this time for sucking it up, for getting better, and it's just going to make the rest of your life better, or you're going to remember it as the terrible, unfortunate time that it is. But it's your choice how you perceive that and how you react to it. You have total control over that. So please get better, do things to get better. And one of the things that our members are doing to get better is our hybrid coaching challenge, which we obviously cannot have classes here right now. However, we do have an online hybrid challenge which is coached by me, where you get significant attention, you get the fitness, you get the nutrition coaching, you get the mindset coaching. It's all part of it. So if you want to get better and you're missing your gym, I know it's not as good as coming to the gym, but it's almost as good because we're working on those things that we typically don't work on when we're coming to the gym every day, like your nutrition, your mindset, your sleep, those things that really are the things that get you to the next level. So we are taking new members into that program. So if you know anyone, if you are needing a good program to keep you focused during these times, to help you get results, we have members losing 5-10 pounds during this time when everyone else is sitting home eating Cheetos and watching Netflix and feeling sorry for themselves, all right? So let me know, direct message me, text me, call me, and we'll get you into the program. The members that are doing the program, I talk to every week, and a couple of the same questions have come up, so I'm going to cover those so that you all have the benefit of that information, and I will cover them because you all probably have similar questions, okay? The first question was, we have a certain protein amount, and we want you to focus on your protein amount in your nutrition. And the protein is the first thing we focus on because when you're doing our workouts, you need a lot of protein to help you recover. It makes you feel more full, and it helps you lose fat and gain that lean muscle mass. And the question was, because we also want to eat balanced meals. At every meal, you want some protein, fats, and carbohydrates, okay? There's a reason we have those three what we call macro food groups, because they each are assimilated into the body, and the benefits of each one of those macros is maximized when they're put together in a meal. You know, it's not always possible, but that's why we have, protein, meat, eggs, whatever in your protein, and we have vegetables, and we have some fat with that. Because mixed together, it's going to make that total meal better. But sometimes, we can't get protein, fats, and carbs in the ratios we need to in every single meal. So the question was, I have this protein amount I'm trying to hit, which it's a large number, okay? I get it. I don't hit my protein numbers every day, most days, and I eat a ton of protein and I eat a ton of food, okay? But we want that big number so we know that you're at least shooting for that big number so you're getting enough. If the number was smaller, you'd shoot for a smaller number and you wouldn't get as much, okay? You wouldn't get enough. So the question was, if I don't get all that and I can't mix the protein, fats, and carbs in every meal, and I have maybe one meal that's way more carb heavy and I miss a lot of the proteins in that meal, can I make up the proteins like at dinner time or before the day's over in one meal, or 2 meals versus 3 meals? And the answer to that is absolutely, of course, yes. The macro numbers that we give you are your daily amounts. So you should be shooting to hit those in 24 hours, okay? And, if one meal is more carb heavy than protein heavy and vice versa, then that's fine. It's not ideal, but we can't always have ideal. We rarely have ideal, but it's fine. Just try and get it in the day. Hope that answers that question. Second question was, I want to work on my core during this time. I want to do more core work, and how much extra core work should I do in addition to the workouts I'm doing from the online portal every week? So let's say most members are doing between 3 to 5 portal workouts per week, plus walking, jogging in between, rucking, that's awesome, bike riding when the weather's nicer. And can I work on my core in addition to that? And the answer to that is yes, but you got to do it the right way. And the reason you can add that extra core volume is because your core, which is your abs and your back and your glutes, it's not just your front, okay, what we call our anterior chain. A lot of people think my core, it's just my abs, I'm going to do millions of crunches and then I work my core. No, you got to work to have a strong front. We need to also have a strong back, and vice versa. If my abs are super weak, guess what? My back's going to take the brunt of that force because my abs cannot hold up their weight when I'm doing something because they're weak, and my lower back's going to feel it, okay? So when we work our core, we have to work the front, the abs, and your back, your butt and your back, okay? So if you're doing extra core work, you need to be doing both front and back in the same workout, all right? So you'll do a set of front work and then you'll do a set of back work. You can do all the front work and then all the back work, or intersperse them, alternate. It's fine. So I would say that if you're working out 3 to 5 times a week in our regular workouts and you wanted to supplement with core work, I would say you could do another 3 workouts in addition of just core supplemental accessory work, 3 during the week if you're doing that 5 times. Obviously, if one of our workouts that you do is super core heavy, you're not going to go and do core after that workout, okay? Let your core rest, let your body rest, recover. That's how you get stronger. That's how you get the gains from actually recovering, and then hit the core on a day where there wasn't much core work in the workout. Second thing is that as we stress in class, when we can coach you in person, when you're doing any exercise, you should be working your core, okay? When I squat, I should be tightening my core, my butt, and my abs. When I press, I should be tightening my abs and my butt. If you're not doing the movement correctly, and your core's not getting that extra workout. That's why our athletes, people say, oh my God, your athletes, they have great abs, and they've lost all the fat in their bellies. It's not only because of our nutrition, which a lot of that is, but it's because we do full body workouts and our movements are compound movements, and we coach our athletes to use their core in those movements. So every time I do a squat and we do a ton of squats, every time I do a press and we do a ton of presses, I'm working that core. It's like I'm doing crunches every time I'm doing all those other exercises. Even running, if you run correctly, you're using your core, okay? That twisting, torsion movement to help you propel you forward. You should be using your core in all of those. So what are some of these supplemental accessory movements I can do on my own for my core in addition to whatever workout I'm doing? So some of my favorites, in addition to the standard sit-up and those kinds of things, you don't want to just do sit-ups. Sure, you want to do sit-ups, but you want to supplement those with some of these others, which I think are even better, some of them, okay? So my number one favorite core exercise is called the hollow rock, all right? And that is simply lying down on the ground and getting into what we call the hollow position, all right? My toes are pointed, and I'm trying to make my body in like the shape of a banana or the bottom of a boat, and I'm just rocking on my tailbone.
breathing, pinching my arms into my shoulders, into my ears. If that gets too hard, I can bring my arms forward. If that gets too hard, I can bend my knees. I can hold on to my knees. But always start in this hollow rock position. You can just hold this if you can't rock. Hold it as long as you can. And hold that as long as you can before you go to some of those alternatives. Then, as I said, you want to mix your front core work in with your back core work. And so then I would do Superman. Squeeze your butt, heels together, arms out straight. You can use a PVC pipe or a broomstick or something to hold on to. That's good. And just hold and squeeze that as long as you can. You can set a timer. You can do what are called Tabata intervals. So you do either of those, 20 seconds of work followed by 10 seconds of rest. Do as many rounds as you can, alternating. Or you can, do some workouts where you do all the hollow rocks, 4 rounds, 6 rounds, 8 rounds, 10 rounds, whatever. And then you do all the Superman or posterior chain work. And then you can do workouts where you alternate. It's all good, all right? Another good one is the V-up. And that's lifting my shoulders and my feet off the ground, trying to turn my body into a V, okay? I like those as opposed to the standard crunch, because this is not full range of motion. A lot of times this is hard on your neck, and they're just more functional than just doing a crunch. You're still doing a crunch, but it's a more functional movement. Sorry, Khaleesi. And it just translates to other movements better, okay? Other posterior chain movements besides the Superman, I have the good morning. I have a weight or a broomstick or a PVC pipe on my back, sticking my butt out, sticking my chest out, and I'm bending over as far as I can and then coming up. And you can use some type of weight for that to give you more resistance, all right? And then, of course, we have the deadlift. So just lifting something up. It can be a bag, sandbag, something, keeping that back nice and tight, hinging, using your legs, and standing all the way up. That's working that posterior chain musculature, and it's going to make your back and your core stronger. Hope that helps. Stay safe. Stay in the fight. Be positive. Talk to your neighbors. Get your neighbors and friends into this program that we're doing. It's the best thing out there. It keeps people together. Yeah, it's not perfect. It's not as good as coming into the gym and doing all that other stuff, but it's the best thing we have. Love you guys. Thanks. Stay safe.